homies independent, yeah. All my homies got goals, yeah. All my homies self-made, yeah. Everybody with me grinding, so everybody with me say, grind time, beast mode, speed up, fast forward, let's ride, let's roll, gotta get it right now, let's go, grind time, beast mode, speed up, fast forward, let's ride, let's roll, gotta get it right now, let's go. If you only knew me like that, I bet that you pursue me like that. But you could only do me like that if you knew me like that. So I don't see nobody in my way. I'ma have to move right past, cruise right past all of this. If you didn't get the news, no flash, think you're moving too fast for all of this. It's all a face, they come, don't worry. I'm born on 10, so don't get nervous. She put it on me, that's why she worthy.
Next up, we have a very special guest.
Let's see if you guys can figure out who it is. Here are some clues. He's a 5-time NBA All-Star.
That's right, and he had an epic run with the Sacramento Kings. In fact, his jersey is hanging from the rafters.
And now you can see him as an on-camera analyst and commentator.
And hear his voice in NBA 2K.
Did you guess it right? It's Chris Webber!
That's right, and he has a very special announcement.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Indiana Pacers here at their home, Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
When the Pacers traded away Paul George, many around the league expected a total rebuild. Instead, Indiana has been a consistent playoff team. They don't have so-called big names on this roster, but they do have veterans who stayed humble, who bought in completely, and who come to play every night. With young talent that's still on the rise, there's reason for optimism going forward in Indiana. Kevin?
A lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Slim is out there with the natural, and it's Black Hole, and it's the Wizard, and it's King at the point. And for the Pacers, we've got the Monster. Slim is out there with Kemp. Then there's the Quick, and it's Tucker in at the 2.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, the one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
Now here's King over Stewart. Double clutches. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first one falls. Oh, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason, and the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
He hits both from the stripe. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Tucker can't get it to go. King outside. From deep three-point range, a shot, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight. And, you know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons, and the style of play with which the team has played with, a credit to him and his staff.
And a big part of McMillan's success, getting his guys, Clark, to play hard for him every night.
And I think you're right, because this team gets the most out of itself. It's one thing to assemble talent. It's another to bring people together so they're playing for each other. And these guys do that night in and night out.
Finish off the break.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Here is Slim. Passes it to the Wizard. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Just 5 on the clock. Here's King. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Kemp. On the top of the key. That shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's King. It's deflected. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Kemp. But they get it back. Now, here's Tucker. Now the pass to Stewart. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. For Chicago, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Pass to King. Here's Black Hole. And again, no good by Chicago. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Here's the quick. Outside for Kemp. Pass to Tucker. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
tipped. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's King with the rebound. Bulls trail by 6. Passes it to the Wizard to stop the drought. Second shot opportunity. Buchanan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. First free throw is good.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle. And I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
The pass to the monster. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Hard to prevent the bigger guy from getting a clean look there.
Here's the quick. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Knocked loose. King outside. Drops in the layup for 2.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Tucker with the ball. Pass to the monster. Back to Tucker. Here's Stewart, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Pacers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the first one drops. Chicago making a switch here. Holmes checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Tries again. The Pacers pull it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. 2 shots. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Bulls trail by 6. Passes to the Wizard. To the left side wing. Here's Fuller. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The pass to the Monster. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Monster's got 7 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
King outside. Fires top of the key. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's the Monster. 7 points in the game. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. King, the pass to the Wizard. Back to King. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Now, here's Tucker. And the kid picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Thorpe, he checked in for the quick. On defense, the Bulls trailing by 2.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
The Wizard, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here's Tucker. Shoots from 12, and the jumper is good. Tucker's got 5 points so far. For the Pacers, they come in off a loss to the Celtics, and the first time out of the game called for Chicago. We're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
We'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. In third, the Pacers.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Here's Fuller. And there it is for him. He's got 6.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The Monster passes to Thorpe. Now, here's Tucker. Not a lot of room. Pass to the Monster. Shot from 12. And the Pacers check on 2 more.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Fuller, the pass to King. Here's Black Hole. Back to King. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. The Quickies check in for the Monsters. He's perfect from the line this time. And here are the Pacers now. The quick pass it to Thorpe. And here's Tucker, guarded by Holmes. Pass to Buchanan. Shot clock at 6. Chicago grabs the miss.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now, here's Holmes. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Tucker. 5 points in the game. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And there's the whistle. That goes on the quick. That's his first foul. Here is Slim. He's got 6. Pulls it up. The wing jumper off target. Tucker the pass to Thorpe. Indiana moving it around. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The pass to Black Hole. King outside. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. And Holmes now top of the key. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Rebounded by Tucker.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Buchanan. Now here's Tucker. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 5. Again, Indiana.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Bulls trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's King. That's tipped.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Misfires on the corner 3. And so here is Chicago. 44 seconds left to play in the first. Black Hole passes to Fullerton. Here's the Wizard. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now King passes it to Black Hole. Got a piece of it. They recover it. They get it back. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And the pass to the Wizard. King outside. Here's Here's Tucker. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pacers lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Indiana leading by 7. They've got Insanity. Kemp is out there with Slim. Then there's the quick, and it's Thorpe in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Tucker can't get it to go.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on fast break.
All right, David, a welcome change. Thank you. Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Fuller. Passes it to Buchanan. Now King looking to get it going. That one's not going to go. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Tucker. Here's the quick, and there's the pass to Kemp. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kemp's got 6 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here is Slim. He has 6. Back to King. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
I tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Boston Celtics. And he knocks down the first one. Look, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic.
Yes.
Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. Marcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Hall is also in that list.
You'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
Here's the Wizard, guarded by Tucker. Pass to the Wizard. Counted, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Buchanan.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Kemp. 6 points for him. Passes it to the monster. Outside Kemp. To the wing on the left. Tucker the pass to Thorpe. rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 6 rebounds now in the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
Good on the bucket. Slim's got 4 points in the quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
Chicago calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Here's King. Now the pass to Fuller. And the foul on the Monster. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the 2nd quarter of play. Here's Holmes. Nailed from 3-point land. Holmes got 7 points.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Pass to the Monster. Here's Kemp. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
King, the pass to Holmes. Jacks up a 3. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Passes to the Monster. And he goes in for the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Pacers leading by 4. Here's Thorpe. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Kemp, beyond the arc. Off the mark, and he's 2 of 8 for the game. Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the 2nd. Here's the Wizard, covered by Thorpe. The Wizard passes to Buchanan. 6 on the shot clock. And it's denied. And he gets it back. But he gets it back.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the 2nd quarter. Tucker, the pass to the Monster. Here's Thorpe. Indiana moving it around. The pass to the Monster. Shot clock at 6. Out to the wing. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Tucker can't get it to go. Chicago trailing here. Here's the natural. 12 points for him. He nails it, and we're tied up. The Naturals got 14 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journey.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
Black holes check in for the Wizard. The monster passes to Thorpe. Pass to Tucker. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Kemp. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Buchanan, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Tucker. He's got 11. Pass to the monster. Here's Thorpe. He's looking for Kemp and finds him. Stewart passes to Thorpe. King with the steal. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Indiana. The Monsters got 4 rebounds in this game.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Black Hole. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. The quickies check in for the Pacers. He hits the second from the line. Pacers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's blocked.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Here is Slim. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The quick passes to Thorpe. Shoots over Holmes. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Back to King. It's deflected, but they recover it. Just 4 to shoot. There's the triple. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Timeout called the Pacers.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Here's Thorpe. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Indiana again missing.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Chicago leading by 8. Here is Slim. 8 points for him. Passes it to Buchanan. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Here is Slim. Outside Kemp. 5 to shoot. There's the pass to Stewart. Floats one. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. To the paint. Here's King. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Got a hand on it.
That can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Tucker, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Pacers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. 50 seconds left to play in the first half. Here is Slim. 8 points for him. King, right side, over Stewart. Here's Buchanan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
What I like is he's done a great job of getting to the line, setting himself up for those free shots.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole, creating chances at the line and converting them.
Here's Gort. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Indiana, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. The Bulls leading by 14. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, stolen by Tucker, and a fast break now for the Pacers. Look quick, passes to Kemp. Now here's Tucker. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a shaky first quarter for Chicago. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. It was a completely different story for them during the second quarter, as they were the dominant team by far, as they went on a huge run and now have a 14-point lead. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind them. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. You've got the natural. Here's it out there with King. And it's Black Hole, and it's Fuller in at the center position. And that's going to be a travel.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost us.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
The Monsters checked in for Indiana. Poked away. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Here is Slim. Second chance shot. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Now here's Tucker. Missed it, even after all those chances.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
And Insanity picks up the foul. That's his first foul. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Fuller. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to King. Knocks down the step back Jay. King's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bulls. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And again, the turnover by the Pacers.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Passes it to Black Hole. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. Chalk up 2 there. That's 10 points for Slim.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
It's deflected.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Here's Black Hole. He's covered by Kemp. Clock at 6. Here's King. And the layup falls. Kings got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And the kid picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Up top, Kemp. The pass to the monster. Here is Slim. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The quick passes to Tucker.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Knocked away. Stolen by Tucker. And a fast break now for the Pacers. No coverage, that's it. Slim's got 12 points in the game. Chicago leading by 18. Inside. Here is Slim. He's got 10. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Leach. That one goes in. He's got 13.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And King, here we go. A second chance effort. And it's blocked. And they get it back. For Indiana, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Off target at the rim.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Buchanan. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's the Wizard. The three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries, Kevin.
Pass to Tucker to the left wing. Here's Kemp. Off target from the wing. The Bulls leading by 18. Here's King. Here's Fuller. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Slim's got 6 in the quarter.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Now, here's Tucker. He's got 12. Indiana moving it around. Passes it to the monster. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here is King. 13 points in the game. Yep, it counts. 16 points for Slim.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. Fader on the way. That one rolling around and rims out.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
King's shot is off.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Here's the monster. 15 points in the game. Here's Buchanan. Shot clock at 6. They get it back.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Will it go? And he lays it up and in. Lamont has got 17 now.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And the pass to Fuller. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to the monster. Outside for Kemp. Fires from deep. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 11.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's Buchanan. Comes up empty down low. Pacers trail by 21. Here's the monster. 17 points in the game. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So good. 1 free throw coming up.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And Indiana making a change here. Thorpe's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Holmes checked in. The Bulls leading by 18. Here's King. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pacers trail by 20. Here's Thorpe. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here is Slim. 18 points for him. Now, here's Holmes. Lock at 6. King. And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And so here is Indiana. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. It's tipped. Here's the natural. He's got 31. To the inside. Stewart. Rebound by the Bulls. Holmes got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the middle.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered closely. Looking to get back on track here, and it's blocked.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
King, the pass to Fuller, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Fuller taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And he makes both free throws. A challenging stretch here for Indiana. Here's Thorpe. Pass to the monster. To stop the run. Outside Kemp. Now here's Tucker. Guarded by Holmes. 6 to shoot. Stewart passes to the monster. Poked loose. King with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. 1:37 left to play in the third. Here's Fuller, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now, here's Tucker. He's got 12. 1:12 left in the third. Stewart passes to the monster. Now, here's Tucker. Defense is right there.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Chicago. Fuller at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And Indiana making a change here. And so he makes both from the line.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Bowen. That one a little long.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing's going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. For Indiana, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here is Slim, covered by Thorpe. Here's Fuller, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so it's Chicago, out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Pacers. Johnson is out there with Leaf, and it's Bitadze in its center. Holiday, and he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Pacers. Pass to Cornette. Here's Arcidiacono, guarded by Holiday. Here's Felicio. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot by Harrison, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana. Uses the glass to finish the layup. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cornette. The pass to Harrison. Out left to the wing. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. If you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. Could make for a more exciting league.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Cornette. Here's the three. Rebounded by Bowen. The Pacers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. That one goes. Count it. Holiday's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Hard not to wonder if maybe they left it until too late. I mean, they finally started to make some things happen, but at this point, they almost have to be perfect the rest of the way.
And here's Indiana. Big stretch here going 10-2. A floater. That's tipped. Arcidiacono taking his time here. Yep, that one goes. Arcidiacono's got his first bucket in this one. The Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Passes to Harrison. Tipped away. Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Bowen's shot is off. Chicago's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro level.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually. But on occasion, it does get a little carried away.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's the quick. And Slim picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. J.K. Sampson comes in for Kemp. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Insanity. Here's Sumner. And there's the pass to Buchanan. There's another block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Here's Black Hole. Here's Fuller. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Slim's got 28.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Sumner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic.
Wow.
Because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
The first one falls. That one is no good. Chicago's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Out to the right wing. Fuller, the pass to Arcidiacono. It's blocked. Here's Sumner. Kicks to Sampson. Four on the clock. From 12 feet out. Yep, that one goes in there. Lamont has got 23.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Down low, here's Black Hole, and that one is hammered home.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's the quick. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. All sorts of time. Connects. The jumper drops. And it's 7 points for Black Hole. The Pacers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Over to the wing. They get a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Indiana moving the ball around. Sumner passes to the monster. Here's the quick. 5 to shoot. A three-pointer is right on target.
For a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Mark, any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines, and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of fineable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are fined.
It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Here's Black Hole, and a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Inside, here's Buchanan, again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Fuller lays it up and banks it in. Slim's got 30.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Here's Sampson. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his third personal foul.
Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available, and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Good on both. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Bitadze, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Pass to Arcidiacono. Passes it to Cornette. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
Felicio is checked in for the Bulls. Here's Sumner. To the middle. Here's Holiday. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Free throw, good, Holiday. The Bulls shooting at 42% in this final quarter. The pass to Arcidiacono. Here's Cornette. Those three-pointers off the mark. The Pacers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Bitadze. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have two separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or finals MVP, which we have, and then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. We're on the clock. And again, it's Indiana.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Slim.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. That one's off, still out of sync. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. He's off on that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. "19 seconds left in the game. Here's Arcidiacono. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
At the line for two.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Holiday surveying the floor. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.